To welcome back to Daybreak on Citizen TV. This is Social Square, talking about a very sensitive topic, obviously, the increasing rates of femicide in the country. Since January, 35 women lost their lives, in different gruesome ways, and there is a problem, and we're discussing solutions at this time. Now, during the break, some thoughts actually came up, and I want us to go on them as you give us your final comments. Believe it or not, our time is almost up. One, is there a culture of silence in this country where men or women see things going wrong and don't talk about it, don't caution their friends? That's one. But the second one is there has been a bit of a fight on social media once this story came to light. One where, a lot of women coming out talking about the numbers, 35 women have lost their lives so far. But some men on social media saying it's not all men. Don't blame all men. And it's caused quite some heat on social media as well. I'd like to get your views on that. And Rafton, you can tackle any of those two questions.
I would say this, there is some silence in the society. There are people, particularly the men, you don't actually attack a leading male in the society, and then they have been taught not to. Are we still on air?
Yeah, sorry.
Good. We've been taught not to cry in the public. So more of these young people, when they get to a point of no return, there's no one to talk to, and then I'm telling you, they're perceived to be weaklings when they open up to their other boyfriends. You understand? So that leads to the silence. That leads to the silence.
Okay. Would you, now that we've done this show, what are you going to tell men in your circle? You're very influential, Rafton. What are you going to be looking out for? What are you going to be telling them?
I will tell them, listen to the counsel of the people who are there before you. I'll go back to, maybe to end this, with a narrative from the Bible. It is between Samson and Delilah. I will say, the Bible says nothing is new under the sun. And Delilah was one of the first slay queens on this earth. He actually commercialized their relationship with Samson. She was bought off and she said, I'll bring this bull home. And just to caution the men, Samson was warned by the elders that don't get this lady from this other society, because first her integrity was questionable, and even when you are born, you are a Nazarite, you're supposed to isolate yourself. But one, Samson, overruled the counsel. Delilah, on the other hand, again, I am so sure she was cautioned, but she was out to slay Queen Samson. So this is the warning to...
I've not had it that way.
Yeah, I'm serious. So a warning to the men, if you don't hearken to the warnings, just like what happened to Samson, you will die. And to the females also, I'm so sure she enjoyed that money that she got from the elders to bring Samson home. She bought the nice dresses, she went to the nice salons and all that, but it is all vanity. They all died. That is my last.
All right, Daisy, your closing remark?
Guys, there's nothing wrong with getting help. If you have a problem of whatever kind, and especially those related to mental health, depression, grief, and all those mental illness categories, there's nothing wrong with getting help. At FIDA Kenya, we are located off Amboseli Road, on Amboseli Road, off Kitanga Road. At FIDA Kenya, we have a program called Mediation. So what we do is we bring families together, we bring warring parties together, and we sit them at the table and we allow for them to talk. We don't give them the solution, but we allow them to arrive at a solution that is befitting for them, so that you don't walk away and you say, unajua hata uko FIDA walisema. No. For the both of you to reach a consensus and agree this is the way forward. Fine, it may happen a lot of times between dysfunctional couples when they're worrying about custody of their child, but we've seen a lot of people just coming in for psychosocial support, which is the other thing that we do. We administer psychosocial support to members of the public, and we are open to each and every person, male and female. Okay, so male and female can come in and just seek this kind of help that they need.
If a woman feels that she's being stalked, being disturbed, and she believes she's not put out any signs, she doesn't know where to get help, can she get help from FIDA?
Of course. Number one, report it to the police. Make sure as law enforcement they have the information, then come to FIDA. We'll follow it up for you.
And this is
we'll ensure
social media messages, all sorts of
things. Any sort of harassment. WHO says that violence against women is categorized differently. It's stalking, it's verbal abuse, it's physical attacking, it's all those categories. If you feel threatened as a woman, even as a man, walk into a station, report the matter, come to FIDA.
Right.
We'll
even
help you out.
As a man, I like that. Right, Solo?
I think what people need to understand is, if I'll take it back to the Quran and the Bible, because I was born a Christian and now I'm a Muslim. Both of them have ways in how we should live our lives. If we stick to some of the doctrines that we've been taught in the Bible and in the Quran, then definitely we'll be able to deal with a lot of things that we go through in life. I think mental health is something that the government needs to take a bit more seriously, especially in regards to the youth. We've grown up so fast. We have very many. I don't think they had really planned for the number of youth that we have in Kenya right now. But if they provide systems where I can go and have somebody to talk to, somebody professional, because we've lost a lot of brothers and sisters, I think, over the years because of issues of violence. People in hospitals will see a lot of women coming in who've been battered by their husbands, but will never report these cases. But at least give these people somewhere they can go, somewhere they can talk to help them deal with their pain. And even the aggressors, let them be able to settle those whatever bile they have in them. Let's just kill it. Because at the end of the day, we need to be, the whole of society is watching us, and we have our children watching us. If we do not act now and set a good example to them, we're just setting a ticking time bomb.
We're going to have a problem. We're
going to have a very big problem.
Okay.
Yeah, and in closing, I think I was telling you earlier, in the Quran we had a case where somebody went to see the Prophet in regards to his problems at home, and he didn't know how to deal with them. But when he got close to the Prophet's house, he heard the wife's voice a bit louder than it would normally be.
The Prophet's wife's voice.
Yes. And she was really complaining. And when he stood out there, he noticed, Allah, this thing of problems at home is everywhere. He did not need to see the Prophet. He got his answer right there. We all have problems in our relationships, but let's tackle them with the right way. Let's not use our fists, our hands, or any weapon against each other. Let's sit down. In fact, you know what? Stay apart for a while, let your tempers calm down, and then have a discussion. You'll be surprised at what you can get after that.
Before Zinzi takes us to the SMSs, you've talked about the parents, you've talked about the government. You, as a prominent person in society, with a platform that reaches millions, what's your message now to men, to women? In one sentence.
My social media avenues are @itsolo. Hit me up if you want me to come and let's sit down, let's talk. I don't mind sparing some time to talk to anybody, ladies or gentlemen. I'm not perfect, as we said. We're not the best qualified people to be here, but we are readily available to talk to anybody who might be in need, or we can connect you to somebody who can give you professional help that you might require.
Fair enough.
What a fantastic way to end the conversation. Thank you so much.
Before I forget,
yes.
Also, the boy child. I think part of the reason why we're having all these challenges is because the boy child has been forgotten. And we are society, both boys and girls. So I'm also appealing to the nation, don't forget the boy child.
All right.
And then before I also leave, give me an opportunity, please. I have an event.
Which we are running here.
Thank you, Citizen TV, for partnering with Rafton.
Is it a boy child event?
It's a family event. All guys are invited.
Time is up.
It's going to be in Nakuru Hotel Kunste next Sunday afternoon. Come all. If you're Nakuru, come to Hotel Kunste. Rafton Family Fund.
Your time is up. Yes. At least I've given you that chance. Let's look at those SMSs now.
Yes.
All right, comment from Eldred. These killings are horrifying. Worse still is the fact that there are those who suffer in silence, staring at death on a daily basis. Young girls in rural areas, they are gagged by cultural beliefs. They are suffering more than those in the city. As a society, we must arise and socialize the next generation to be more empowered in order to avoid or reduce violent tendencies. Violence cannot be the new normal. Thank you, Comment, for that comment.
All right, this one says, I bet to differ with Daisy, and it's unfortunate that it is the mentality that is getting out of our young boys. A relationship is an investment of time and feelings. If you look at it like that, then it becomes easier for you to talk through things and more so be careful how you act and react in the relationship. So he says that emotions and feelings is an investment. Okay.
But Daisy is differing with him even as we speak. Morocco from Kiambu wraps it up for us. It's not only the fight of men against women. It is both. My ex-wife served a 1-year non-custodial sentence for assaulting me. Let's build a society where we treat men and women as equal and create institutions that bring the man and woman closer. Morocco from Kiambu.
All right.
All right.
That SMS brings us to an end. But Web Wars is coming up next with Kimani, and Web Wars just generally takes a look at what's been trending online. I can't wait to see that conversation. And that's what's going to be coming up next. And then, of course, Willis Waburu.
That's right. With Level Up Friday. And, of course, thank you to each of our guests, Solo, Daisy, and Rafton, for joining us for this conversation. We did have a song by Wangeshi, who's an artist who was supposed to join us for this conversation. We'll probably play that in Level Up Fridays, and that song is actually quite linked with the topic we've been discussing today. But for now, we take a break. When we return, Web Wars. Kimani Mbogwa, you've seen him, the man on the street giving you traffic updates. Kimani with the money also, but he'll be here now talking a little bit about what's been trending online. We'll be right back.